Hello, and welcome to the 2020 4-H STEM Summer Reading Connections. My name is Jen, and I'm your host. If you're not familiar with STEM Summer Reading Connections, we take the National Summer Reading theme, which this year happens to be Imagine Your Story, based on fantasy, mythology, and fairy tales, and we pair that with 4-H curriculum. In 4-H, we love STEM, so we're going to use our skills in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to bust some myths, because myth busting is such a fun thing to do. So today, for our activities, you're going to need breakfast cereal containing iron, at least 70%, a magnet as strong as possible, a white piece of paper to see those iron particles, a rolling pin, a resealable zip-top bag, like a Ziploc, and water. If you'd like to pause your video for just a moment to track down your materials, feel free to do so and then press play when you are ready. In 4-H, we like to begin all of our activities with the 4-H pledge. It reminds us what we truly value. So if you know the pledge, please stand up and do the actions. If you're new to 4-H or you don't know the pledge, feel free to join me in doing our pledge and read along on our slide. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Thank you so much in joining us for the pledge. Every day when we do our reading, we like to have a story that fits our theme. Today, our story will be read by Sonia Gloop. She's an extension assistant in Boone and Nance counties, and she'll be coming to us from Fullerton, Nebraska. Today, Sonia is going to read Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. See if you can pick up any clues that might teach us about our breakfast today.
Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. I am Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car, Sam. Let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I would not, with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Say, in the dark. Here in the dark. Would you? Could you? In the dark? I could not, would not, in the dark. Would you? Could you? In the rain? I would not, could not, in the rain. Not in the dark. Not on a train. Not in a car. Not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house. Not in a box. Not with a mouse. Not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Could you, would you, with a goat? I would not, could not, with a goat. Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not, on a boat. I will not, with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them, you will see. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain, and in the dark, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am.
Now, wasn't that a great story? I always loved that one. Today, we're going to have a hands-on activity led by Ann Fenton. Ann is a food nutrition and health educator in Pierce County, and she'll be joining us from Pierce, Nebraska. I look forward to hearing what Ann's going to tell us about busting some myths about our breakfast. So Ann, what does the word breakfast mean?
Well, literally, it means break the fast. It's the long period of time between one meal and another, typically supper the night before and breakfast the next morning.
That's so interesting. So why is breakfast important?
Because breakfast provides the fuel that starts your day. That boost of energy helps you think clearly and gives energy to your body so you can go to school, do activities, or just do something fun for the day. Studies have shown that people who eat breakfast perform better at school and at those activities.
That does sound pretty important. So what makes a great breakfast?
A great breakfast includes things that are the macronutrients, carbohydrates, protein, and fat. Carbohydrates and fat will provide you energy. Protein helps build your muscles. Things like yogurt and fruit or an egg sandwich has a great combination of all those things.
That's awesome. So I like to eat cereal for breakfast. How does cereal fit into all of this?
Well, cereal is one of the most often eaten foods. It's quick and easy, and with milk provides all of those ingredients that we just talked about, carbohydrates, protein, and fat. It also makes a great snack when you're on the go and just need a little bit of an energy boost.
So Ann, what should I look for when I'm choosing a cereal?
When choosing a cereal, you want to look at the ingredient label and choose something that is whole grains. They should be listed first on that ingredient label. Whole grains provide energy, but they also provide high fiber that will help your digestion. Next, make sure you choose cereal that is high in sugar less often. It's okay to occasionally eat a cereal that has a lot of sugar, but you really want to choose less sugar more often. Sugar can come in many forms, but is usually listed as sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or maltose. The great thing about cereal, though, is it is fortified with vitamins and minerals that help your body function like you want it to.
So, Anne, what are we doing in our session today?
Today, we are going to look to see if we can find iron in that fortified cereal. We cannot make iron in our body, so we have to have food sources like meat or produce that has iron in it. We also look for different things like fortified cereal or fortified bread. The iron in cereal helps your blood and is essential for the element of blood production. About 70% of your body's iron is found in the red blood cells. These cells have hemoglobin. Myoglobin is found in your blood tissues. Hemoglobin helps transfer the oxygen from your lungs to the tissues. Myoglobin in the muscle cells accept, store, transport, and release that oxygen. Both of these are essential for good blood function. Hello, my name is Ann Fenton and I'm the Extension Educator in Pierce County. Today we're going to talk about what's in our cereal. Remember we talked earlier in a segment with Jennifer, and we talked about that there are vitamins and minerals and other things that are added to fortify our cereal to make them healthier. Today we're going to see if we can pull the iron out of our cereal. The iron in this particular cereal will be ferrous iron, and that means that we can use it in our body. Remember that iron is important for us to be able to pull the oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our body and to have our body function the way it needs to be functioned. So today I'm using fortified flakes. These flakes have at least 70% iron. Not every cereal has that much iron, so I had to look at the ingredient label to make sure I knew how much iron were in my flakes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a magnet. Remember that magnets can cause iron to stick to it, and I'm going to put it in some of the flakes that are not squished up. And as you can see, when I pull it up, nothing comes up on my magnet. I'll try that again, and there's nothing there. That means the iron is not as heavy as the flakes, so nothing is picked up. Next then, we're going to start to squish our cereal to see if we can make it a little bit smaller so that the flakes are more easy to be picked up. So I'm going to squish the flakes. And in fact, I've already squished flakes, so I'm going to move those over here, and they're very, very tiny. You can see it's a very fine powder that comes out. I'm going to take the magnet and I'm going to put it again in the cereal and lift it up. As you can see, there are some flakes on the magnet. That may be the iron, but it also may be static electricity, and we're not seeing the iron yet. We're going to try to see if we can actually pull the iron out so that we can see it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this cereal that's very small, I'm going to put it in a baggie. To this baggie, I'm going to pour in some warm water, just enough so that it makes a solution. I'm going to close up the baggie tight, and I'm going to start squishing this around so that it dissolves. And that's really important because the more it dissolves, the more likely we are to be able to take the iron out of this. So we have added the water, and once we've added the water, we're going to take this, we're going to squish it up. We want this cereal dissolved as much as we can. The more dissolved it is, the better off we will be. So this one has sat a couple of minutes, and it's pretty dissolved. So we're going to see what we can find. I take the magnet again, and I take it from right in, I just set it right down on that mush, and I pull the magnet up into the area where there is air. Okay, so we've had a little bit of air in there, and as you can see, there are spots of iron. There's one here, there's a little one here, and there's a little one here. That iron comes out of the cereal because it was dissolved. Iron, however, does not dissolve. So this particular iron can be little spots or bigger spots, but no bigger than probably a grain of salt or pepper. So you will be able to see that iron. You have to look pretty close, but we've done it. We've pulled the iron out of our cereal. Good job.
Thank you, Anne, for teaching us all about breakfast and busting some myths for us today. I don't know about you guys, but I found the activity about finding iron in our cereal absolutely fascinating. So if you liked this activity and are interested to learn more, we do have some more summer reading fun in store for you. We have spiders, myth or fact, germs everywhere, and the truth about weather available, where we have other stories and hands-on activities where you can bust some myths. You can find those on our website that's listed here on this page. Or I also want to give a plug for virtual and at-home learning resources through Nebraska 4-H. There are new resources being added each week where we have fun activities and even fair-ready projects that you can make to make your summer just a little bit more fun and exciting. Now, if you enjoyed our story, you can find other stories as well. Some other great titles that go with our theme include Aliens for Breakfast, Arthur and the Crunch Cereal Contest, Make a Wish, There's a Genie in My Cereal Box, and If You Give a Pig a Pancake. All great reads. You can check those out from your local library, or if they don't happen to have those books, see if they can get those for you from other libraries. And while you're there, see if there are other fun summer reading activities that your local library is hosting this summer. On behalf of the 4-H STEM Summer Reading Connections team, I want to thank you for busting your breakfast myths with us today. Be sure to visit us again. I'm your host, Jen, and have a wonderful day.